I guess we want to now put this vocals into some kind of space, because also this is the chorus, so this is where the music is supposed to become a little bit maybe wider.
And they're pop vocals, you know, we need to find a way to make it a bit wide, you know, give them a little bit of space.
And also to extend the tail of each note so that it becomes a little bit more celebrative in a way.
Yeah. I think the first thing we can do to begin with is to try and make this a little bit more 3D, but without, you know, making it very obvious that, you know, there's a delay or a reverb. So I think the one trick that we use a lot is a very short reverb that's almost like an ambience kind of room short sound. So should we do that?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, let's add an effects bus. Of course, this will be stereo.
Yep.
And let's add this reverb, which is really nice. I think it will do what we want to achieve.
I mean, I think the important thing also to know is that it is the technique more than the actual plugin that you use.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's try and
actually we can call this Vox widening or something like that.
Right.
Good. So now let's try and see how, you know, we can make this work. Let's send some of that. Let's make it all the way up. So yeah, let's try and see how it sounds. And now it will be, of course, very loud, but that will help us sculpt the sound. So we need a very small. Actually, we might get away with just early reflections.
If I should die, no need to shed a tear for me. No need to cry, no need to cry. Oh, just say goodbye.
Yeah.
If tomorrow never comes.
So you can see immediately it's like you've added like a widening effect immediately.
Because of course, I mean the vocals are mono, so if you add a little bit of ambience like this and it's a bit short, kind of gets that sensation of well, it becomes like thicker, doesn't it?
Yeah. Let's see if we can get away with a little bit of reverb tail.
If I should die, no need to shed a tear for me. No need to cry.
So now
no
let's
need to cry.
put it in a reasonable level.
Oh, just say goodbye. If tomorrow never comes, if I should die, no need to shed a tear for me.
So it gives it a little bit of, you know, three-dimensional quality to it. When you take it away, it's like it sounds narrow and kind of
lonely.
And that's a very very important secret for pop vocals. It's, you know, to make them sound wide, but you don't actually perceive it as a reverb or something. It's really not easy to understand what's going on, but it's a very short early reflection reverb.
No need to cry, no need to cry.
No need to cry, baby.
Oh, just say goodbye.
Of course, you have to find the sweet spot. If it's too much, then it sounds a bit kind of echoey.
If tomorrow never comes, if I should die, no need to shed a tear for me. No need to cry, no need to cry.
No need to cry, baby.
Oh, just say goodbye.
Yeah.
If tomorrow never comes, if I should die, no need to shed a tear for me. No need to cry.
Well, it starts building up, right? Doesn't it? And I mean, plus reverbs kind of go in and out of fashion very quickly. So to my taste, reverb is good when it's not completely obvious.
Yeah.
You know, I think it should be quite subtle.
And I think that's why we call this channel widening as well, because it doesn't really act like a reverb. It's
Right.
more like an effect, like specializer in
Yeah.
in a way. If you don't want to be very dramatic, like adding like a harmonizer or a doubler or something like that, that works very well, and it's more subtle than a doubler. Should we go on for the real reverb now?
Let's do it.
I think for this one we can go for the 48 from Native Instruments.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So this we call Vox
Verb.
So we send it to our Vox bus, and now we can start sculpting the reverb and see how much tail we want. So let's listen to that. Let's see how much let's send it all the way again. Of course, some people prefer to instead of having the control on the actual channel, to send different sends from every channel. But because for this one I think we're gonna use it just for the lead vocal, it's better that we have the control, and
I think it's better to use different. I mean, because we have so much power nowadays with these computers, we might as well have different reverbs that, even if we end up having a similar sound, but still we can sculpt and make each one of them a little bit more personal. So yeah, I'm totally with you there. And also, of course, it also depends how hot you drive it. So I like to give it a nice, generous signal to the reverb, and then potentially taking it down later.
Yeah.
So let's see how this one sounds.
If tomorrow never comes, if I should die, no need to shed a tear for me, no need to cry, no need to cry.
No need to cry, baby.
maybe we can add a nice pretty delay to begin with.
Say goodbye. If tomorrow never comes, if I should die, no need to shed a tear for
Actually,
me.
with this pretty delay, we can get away and not even need to add a delay later on. But let's see what it can do.
No need to cry, no need to cry.
Let's change the size.
Oh, just say goodbye.
Kind of like this. It's not too long, and it almost works as a delay.
If I should die, no need to shed a tear for me, no need to cry, no need to cry.
Let's pull it down a little bit.
Oh,
Maybe we
just
can spread it.
say goodbye.
Okay.
If tomorrow never comes, if I should die, no need to shed a tear for me, no need to cry, no need to cry.
No need to cry, baby.